Hey guys, Dane here. In today's video, I show you how I replaced this old floor trim. Before I mess with the trim, I decided to update this grate. Instead of buying a new one, however, I'm just going to use some stuff I already have around the house to clean it and spray paint it. To remove the old trim, I use a crowbar and a rubber mallet. Many of the old nails remained in the wall, so where I could, I used the claw of my hammer to pull them out. If the nails are in an awkward spot your hammer's claw can't reach, you could also clip them with wire cutters and drive any remaining nail into the wall. If you've never used a saw before, make sure to cut the outer part of your mark so you don't risk making it too short. Also, cut slowly in order to get smooth edges. When cutting the corners, measure, mark, and cut the back of the trim, since that's the part that will be touching the wall you just measured. Next, I lay the trim out with all the sides that'll be up and visible facing the same way. Yes, the trim is already white, but we like the look of this semi-gloss ultra pure white better. I let this dry for about 30 minutes before adding a second coat. Before nailing in the trim, find and mark your wall studs with a pencil. The new color of the grate seems to match the wall more than the trim, but it looks way better than before. To nail in the trim, I do 2 nails where there's a stud. If there's no stud, I just put a nail in the bottom, about an inch above the ground, with a slight downward angle. Hammer in the nails until they're close to flush with the board. Then grab a nail setter, hold it firmly over the head of the nail, and finish hammering them in. This tool helps drive the nails deeper and out of sight without marking up or damaging the trim. If you've made it this far and have found this video helpful, why not do me a favor and take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. The next step is caulking, and in order to get a clean caulk line, I like to lay a strip of painter's tape along just above the trim. I also lay a small patch underneath any vertical crack that'll get caulked. For the caulk, I'm using Big Stretch. It's an affordable option and is perfect for indoor trim. I only need a tiny bead of caulk for the tops of this trim, so I cut a 45-degree angle at the 1/8 mark of the tube. I then slice the tip off the end, leaving a small opening. When caulking, this allows excess caulk to escape out the end, rather than the sides, giving the caulk job a cleaner, more even look. Caulking can get pretty messy, so be sure to have some paper towels for instant cleanup, and water to dip your finger in before smoothing out the caulk. Place your caulk gun at about a 45-degree angle into the corner where the wall meets the trim and give a slow, controlled squeeze until the caulk comes out. Then slowly glide the tube along the crack. The more you caulk, the more comfortable and quicker you'll get. If your caulk gun has a pressure release lever, make sure you press the lever as soon as you're done with the spot. Otherwise, caulk will continue to come out even after you stop squeezing the trigger. Wetting your finger helps prevent the caulk from sticking to it and peeling out of the crack. Once you've smoothed out the caulk, remove the painter's tape. This tape actually peeled off some of the old paint as I went along, but that's fine because I plan on eventually painting all the old trim to better match the new. Unfortunately, trim is pretty pricey, so we're only updating one room's trim at a time. I hope you found this video helpful and thank you so much for watching.